Hello, it's Zoe here in all my glory post-workout, and I wanted to come on just to talk a little bit and give a little bit of an update on my stomach and how everything is going after having my baby who is 10 months old now. Because the truth is, and I don't want this to be triggering for anybody, I just want to come on and honestly share my heart and how I'm feeling. And that is that I am still not happy with my core and where my core strength is at. And a big reason for that is me. I took on the trim core and I got to about week 5 or week 6 and then I just completely fell off the wagon. I don't know if you can relate to that, starting a program and falling off the wagon. I've been focusing a lot on booty and I feel like I've definitely seen the growth and the change in my buns and I'm really happy with that. But when it comes to my core, I feel like I still have a good bit of work to do to strengthen and also just to release some of the fat that I've got over top. And that is in big part due to, like I said, ignoring the Trim Core Challenge. The Trim Core Challenge is the exact routine that I used to get wedding ready 3 years ago. And for me and for a lot of women in our community, there is nothing like it when it comes to slimming, tightening, and toning the core and the midsection. It is just so incredibly powerful, and I haven't got past week 6, so let me know if you are currently doing a program where you're at, or if you fell off the wagon, where it was, and do make sure that you tap the special link around this video. Today is the last day for 50% off the Trim Core Challenge, which is an amazing routine that I need to get back on. I'm gonna be starting again on Monday. I'm gonna start at week 4 and progress. I do wanna give you an honest core update on where I'm at. And I feel like it's just when I fully relax that I'm still holding on to a little bit of weight here and I'm unable to flatten my stomach as much as before. I did have diastasis recti from about here to here in the lower part. That's when your abs separate. So I've been working at breathing and bringing that together. But I feel like it definitely takes time and focus, and I have not been focusing on my core the way I should. So for those of you who don't know, the Trim Core Challenge is really special because what it does is it teaches you how to do the core breath and a stomach vacuum. So the stomach vacuum is really great at helping you to train the TVA, your transverse abdominis, and that is the corset that is built into your body that really wraps and cinches everything in. So it is very, very important, more important than the 6-pack muscle, because it really does pull everything in. And if you've had a baby, it's the muscle that separates to make space for baby and then comes together again with work after pregnancy. So we start with a few rounds of the stomach vacuum. I have just had a smoothie, so I'll try and show you, but my stomach's pretty full. So what you do with the stomach vacuum is breathe in, then empty your lungs completely, then pull your core up and in. We do that a few times to really get those muscles turning on and activating, meaning like, oh, okay, I know what to do, I'm gonna work. And it really helps you to also utilize your diaphragm properly, which is the breathing muscle, but is also part of your core. So we do a few rounds of that. Then we move on to our corset core activation, where we really work to activate the core muscles with movements like plank, with leg raises, with a bunch of movements that are done very specifically and intentionally. And each week you get a new routine. So it starts off quite basic. I mean, I haven't heard of anybody say that Trim Core Challenge week 1 is too hard. Most people are like, actually, that was kind of easy. And that is because we are really laying the foundation and teaching you how to properly activate your core. A lot of us are doing core exercises, but we're training our abs in this distended position. And the way that you work your abs is the way they're gonna look. So if you're unable to properly activate and smooth and pull down your core while you're doing the exercise, then there's no point in doing it. You're literally making your abs stick out more. So what I want you to think about, you can even try this with me, is we're gonna just take a breath and then we're gonna activate our core together. And this is what you should do prior to the exercises and then maintain that during the exercise. So you're gonna breathe in and relax your belly completely. Then as you breathe out, think about pulling your pelvic floor up and drawing your hips towards one another. So pull your ribs in towards one another and then stay nice and tall. Then you should be able to touch, even underneath. You're gonna go through the fat, if there's fat on top, touch, and you'll be able to feel that it's firm. You wanna be able to maintain that. If when you're working out, it's popping up or distending, stop, reset, and do it again, right? It is very, very important that you are training in that position. That is why each week it just gets a little bit harder, a little bit harder, a little bit harder, because we want you to perfect each movement before you move to the next. And that is just another reason why generic classes that a lot of us go to aren't really great for us, because they don't know where we're starting at. There's not really one-on-one individual attention. And it's just a group class that's for the masses. You could be going to that class for 6 months, or you could have never been before. Whereas this really takes you step by step. I know what you did 3 weeks ago. I know what you did 8 weeks ago, because I'm the one who taught you. So I know what you are capable of, right? So I think that's really, really important. Then we finish with a little bit of HIIT. It is just 4 minutes of really active movements that still train your core and fire up your metabolism, burn a ton of calories to help us shed the weight that is on top of our belly, on top of our whole body, really, because we can't spot reduce. However, there are studies that show, and a lot of people don't like these studies because it goes against what a lot of people say, but there are studies that show that when you train an area, when you work it and really get that burning and all that metabolic activation and then do cardio after, it can help to mobilize the fat in that specific area. So there is science that does back that up, which is why I love doing a core workout and then doing a little bit of cardio after, just one of the other reasons. But this is all built into the 15-minute workout, which is amazing. Just in 15 minutes, you can do it right from home. You don't have to think about it. I'm just laying it out step by step so you know exactly what it entails and what you can expect when you take advantage of the Trim Core sale, okay? So here's my pledge to you, and if you want to leave a pledge or a commitment in the comments, do it. On Monday, I am starting week 4. I am going to take before pictures. I'm going to do 8 weeks because the Trim Core Challenge is 8 weeks plus the final 4, which is 4 more weeks. So I'm going to do 8 weeks straight. And I'm going to take an after photo and then I'm going to share it with you guys, okay? I'm a little bit nervous, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm committed to this. I know that I can get stronger. I know that I can improve my posture. I know that I can get back to feeling like my stomach is more flat again. And that is important to me because I want to feel confident and good. But hey, in the meantime, I went shopping yesterday. I bought a few sizes up. I was like, hey, some of my old stuff isn't working. Buy a size up, let's go. It's all good. Does it mean that I'm not healthy? Absolutely not. I am healthy, I'm strong. I'm just working to get stronger. I'm working for change, but that doesn't mean that I don't love myself. That doesn't mean that I don't value and appreciate my body. That doesn't mean that I'm not beautiful now, that my body isn't beautiful now. It's beautiful now. It just means that I want to do a little bit more work to get it where I'd like to be. And I think that's one of the most key and important things that you can do for yourself when you start an exercise routine is being like, okay, I'm doing this because I love myself. I'm doing this because I'm beautiful. I am worthy. I am strong. I am healthy. I just want to get healthier. I just want to see if I can improve this little thing. Doesn't mean that anything is wrong right now. You are beautiful exactly as you are. And my scars and this belly that brought my beautiful baby into this world, like, it is worth it. It is so, so worth it. Bodhi is worth every little thing that has changed about my body 100 times over. However, I do want to recommit to getting back to feeling a little bit more stronger in my core, because yeah, I think that's really important. We know our core strength is important. It's literally, if you were a tree, this is your trunk. This is what holds your branches. This is what allows us to grow. This is what gives us our posture. This is what gives us our overall strength, right? So I am wishing you an amazing rest of your day. I see some of you saying, I'm committing to it. I'm doing this with you on Monday. That is so exciting. I think it's really fun when we can do it as a community too. Helen says, I'm in. That's it. This is going to be good. It is time. It's back to school time. Let's recommit to something together. I will be updating you in stories, so make sure you keep an eye out on that. And yeah, I'm really happy to be a part of a community that is so accepting and non-judgmental of where I'm at, and accepting of my honesty and my truth, because that's all I want to do is share my truth with you. And I want to inspire you and help you to live truthfully and honestly in a healthy, beautiful life that you can be proud of. So have a great rest of your day. I see so many of you coming in. This is so exciting. Thanks. You guys are backing me up. You are backing me up. Colleen is going to start core. Maria is going to start core on Monday. Yay, it's going to be so awesome. I'm going away for the weekend with my hubby and my baby and some friends, and it's going to be a really good time. So I'm wishing you a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining me. Mwah! See you later.